Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this March the 6th, 2026. I hope everybody had a great Friday out there so far, but it's a great Friday evening. I hope everybody can stay safe and well. I also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country. Your local forecast is included for the weekend outlook. Also, take a look at your current watch and warning advisory map. And we do have some severe weather watches and warnings to talk about for tornado watches and warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings and watches, and also winter weather advisories and so on down the line. Also, we got about 4 days of severe weather coming up, and we'll show you exactly where they're going to be located at in tonight's video as well, and also take a look at the snowfall total over the next 16 days as well. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alrighty, as you can see here, we got a storm system stretching up here from the Great Lakes region, South Canada, stretching through Michigan to Wisconsin, also in the portion of Illinois, Indiana, also down into Missouri, back all the way down to Oklahoma and Texas. You got a southerly flow moving in. We got scattered activity from Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, also to Florida, up portion of upstate South Carolina, western North Carolina, Tennessee and Kentucky had some activity earlier. So a lot of this here is beginning to wane down as the heat of the day is beginning to go away at night. But I would not be surprised to see more thunderstorms and showers firing up once again ahead of this cold front. This is a main cold front stretching from southeast Canada, stretching back to Texas. That will continue to slowly push on off to the south and east, and that's going to bring a lot of severe weather as it continues to push on in that direction. We got another storm system out here in Southern California, another one up in portion of Utah to Colorado, also up through the Dakotas, South Canada, southwestern U.S. Southwestern Canada, stretching down into Washington and Oregon State, and portion of Idaho region as well. You can see the high pressure ridge offshore that's beginning to pump in that southerly wind flow over the area, and that's what's going to bring these scattered showers and storm ahead of that cold front. Don't get used to the 80s, folks, because there's a major cool down coming down. Should be sometime mid to late next week. We're going to be going back to reality check here in the eastern U.S. You're going to go back from the 80s, dropping back into the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Some areas it may even been in the 30s as well. For the mid-Atlantic to the north, to the south, you'll be in the 40s and 50s. But in the western U.S., you're going to get a little bit of a high pressure ridge, and you should warm up in the western U.S. as we roll forward. Alright, now we're going to roll into your local forecast now. Should roll out like this here in just a few minutes. We're going to take a look at your Saturday outlook here. Alright, you can see we got freezing rain, mixed precipitation up here in Newfoundland, New Brunswick, down to Maine, portion of New Hampshire, Vermont. More over here around Lake Huron, Lake Superior, northern Michigan, to Wisconsin, to Minnesota, northern Minnesota, North Dakota, South Canada. We got more mixed precipitation over here in Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, shower activity along western Washington, central Washington, and northwestern Oregon. There's the severe weather for you guys in Texas, all the way into Mississippi and Arkansas. You got some flash flooding and heavy rain in that area as well. Severe weather up here in portion of Kentucky to West Virginia, Ohio to Pennsylvania, western New York State. Thunderstorms and showers for portions of Texas to Oklahoma, to northwestern Gulf, to Louisiana, to Alabama, Georgia, to Illinois, to Michigan, Lake Huron, also over towards Ottawa and Toronto, Canada, New York State, to western Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, to D.C., to the Carolinas, also a little bit across central and south Florida toward the Florida Keys as well. So we got a little bit of mixed precipitation also in Colorado and New Mexico, and also northern Nevada areas as well. So alrighty, otherwise big dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Saturday. Alright, let's move on into your Sunday forecast now. It should roll out something like this here. Okay, we got mixed precipitation up here across South Canada, Lake Superior in the northern Minnesota, South Canada, over toward Montana, a little bit of Wyoming, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State. Got some shower activity there as well. western Washington and Oregon State in the coastal waters. Thunderstorms and showers for the Baja region of California and stretching into Mexico, southern Arizona, also into southern New Mexico as well, and also Texas, all the way to Louisiana, to the Carolinas, Georgia, all the way up into D.C., Delaware, West Virginia, along that cold front. We do have a marginal risk for Sunday across portions of the Carolinas. Would not be surprised to see that could be upgraded to a slight risk if a little more activity gets going, and if it's a little more stronger. I would not rule that out as well. Alright, some shower activity across Pennsylvania to Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, also in the portions of New Brunswick, northern Maine, and a little bit along the Canadian-Maine border as well. And thunderstorm and shower reaching down into South Florida, North Florida to southern Florida toward the Florida Key and the northwestern Gulf. Alrighty, otherwise expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright, let's move on into the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation, and this is currently across the area. Okay, you can see we do have them tornado warnings and watches in Oklahoma, a couple counties in Texas, Missouri, also in the Nebraska and Kansas area, up in the Iowa. Then we got severe thunderstorm watches and warnings also in effect for Illinois, Indiana, portions of Michigan. We got flood warnings in effect for southern Ohio down to southern and central Indiana, portions of Illinois and Missouri. We got winter weather advisories up here in Maine, stretching New Hampshire, Vermont. Special weather statements also in that area, stretching down to Connecticut, Rhode Island, and also into portions of New Jersey as well. Also Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and also portions of Pennsylvania areas as well. We got some dense fog advisory for eastern areas of Michigan, special weather statements for Wisconsin. We got winter weather advisory for portion of Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, and Wyoming. We got some winter storm warnings in Colorado, high wind warnings in effect there for areas of Wyoming, high wind watches and warnings for Montana. Red flag warnings continue for you guys in New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma, southern areas of Kansas. And then we got wind advisory with southern areas of Nevada, northwestern areas of Arizona, and southern California. Alright, we got small craft advisory, gale warning from Maine all the way down to the New Jersey, Delaware coast, and dense fog advisory on the coastal areas for New Jersey all the way down to the South Carolina, Georgia coast, along the Panhandle, Florida, southern areas of Mississippi, Alabama, southern areas of Alabama, and the Panhandle, Florida. Alright, small craft advisory, gale warning from southern California up to Oregon State, southern Hawaii and Chain Island, around the Alaska region with freezer spray warnings in the blue. Purple is storm warning. Inland Alaska, we have winter storm watches to the north, winter weather advisory, also winter storm warnings and blizzard warnings in effect as well. Alright, let's move on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Saturday, and it should roll out like this here. We got a slight risk from San Antonio to Jackson, marginal risk from Corpus Christi as far north as Watertown, Detroit, also from Charleston, West Virginia to Buffalo, New York, slight risk. And that was where general thunderstorm from Columbia to Burlington to Chicago areas. Let's take a look at the tornado probability. We have 5 and 15% respectively from Texas, although, well, tornado probability is 2% around Louisiana, stretching in that portion of Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. Then again from portions of Kentucky all the way into portions of western New York State. Damaging winds should roll out like 5 and 15% respectively from New York State to Texas. Damaging winds, pretty much same location. Alright, let's move on into day number 3. And they should roll out something like this here. Okay, we got a marginal risk from Columbia, South Carolina up to Virginia Beach, Richmond, Virginia, Raleigh, you're included, Charlotte, general thunderstorm from Texas all the way into Virginia, down in the portions of Jacksonville, Florida area. Probability should be around 5% currently at this recording. Would not be surprised to see a slight risk could be added, and a marginal risk could be extended a little further to the south and west down into ports of Georgia and maybe even into northern Florida. Could be back toward Louisiana as well. Alright, let's move on into day number 5. We have a slight risk of severe weather for day number 5, and here located across Texas, stretching up towards southern Illinois, and here is the cities and state in between that area there. Alright, let's move on into day number 6. It's from Little Rock into Texas for day number 6, and here's the slight risk area for severe weather for day number 6. Alright, snowfall totals over the next 16 days. See a big swath of snow across Virginia, North Carolina, stretching down to the South Carolina border here. Back into Tennessee, got some heavy snow there possibly, and then heavier snow up here from areas of New Hampshire, Vermont, New York State to Maine to New Brunswick, southeast Canada, Ottawa, Toronto, Canada, all the way back over to southwestern Canada. And then we got activity across Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Washington, Oregon State, California, Montana, through the Dakotas, also into Wisconsin and Minnesota, Michigan. You're included in that as well. South of there, not much activity to the south. A little bit of activity maybe over here in Arizona and New Mexico, but otherwise you're pretty quiet elsewhere. So alright, well, hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Friday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.